It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the Dallas Mavericks. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue.
To start this game, just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now, here's Roden. 20 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Last weekend, we kicked off the first rival day of the My Park Championship between the Sunset Beach Ballers, Rivet City Rough Riders, and the reigning champion Old Town Flyers. The Rough Riders looked to make up for their third place finish from last year's championship by dominating the competition early. Sunset Beach fell behind early despite strong efforts from Dope Swag 24, Nay Dexy, and our first legend player, Dirkster Nose. The Old Town Flyers, backed by a rival day record 226 wins from V-Hoops, made a strong effort to grab that #1 spot, but the Rough Riders were unstoppable. Rivet City took the first rival day of the 2K16 My Park Championship in convincing fashion by controlling the lead all weekend. TJ Money and Sunless 2.0 are your MVPs for Rivet City, scoring hundreds of wins for their park. This one clinches the first 2 points for Rivet City in the My Park Championship, while Old Town secured 1 point with their second place finish. The second rival day starts Saturday as the Rough Riders look to protect their lead while the Ballers and Flyers try to play their way back into the competition. So get out there and play hard. Your community is counting on you.
So now we have Kenny joining you guys at the desk.
You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him off the set.
Do you feel like you guys have had a good rhythm going?
No, we have a good rhythm because we have the best show on TV. It's fun having him there. You know, Ernie is the ringleader. He keeps us together. But this game is impressive. We're just happy to be part of it. I hope that we can continue it next year. And there's some new exciting things happening, especially this year in the game. I can't tell you about it.
Can't tell me about it?
No, can't tell you.
I might know some exciting things that you don't know about, too.
I doubt that.
Really?
Yeah.
You probably know more people than me.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking of the best show on TV, one last thing. Your favorite moment from last year's NBA on TNT season?
It was unusual for me to see a little guy dominate. I've never seen that before. I grew up watching Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins, played with Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, D-Wade, LeBron. And, you know, Steph Curry still looks like a little boy to me. Like, you know, he's not real big physically. It's cute, actually. You know, to see a little guy that just dominate and win. And I want to challenge you to something.
Challenge me to something?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to play Apple baseball with me.
All right. This week I want
where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball team, you playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him off the set.
Yeah, that's
as long as I can push it back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
of the most important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. The crowd has assembled in Indianapolis, Indiana, looking for a Pacers win today. And we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. For Reed and Nurkic in the middle. Pulling out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. And it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. So here's Gallinari. Paul George making his last shot. And it's Foy missing. And with Paul George going with the number 13 now, as you can see, out with his nickname, PG-13.
Yeah, that's a good nickname, a nice fit. Young Tracy, as he likes to go by on Twitter, he said himself that it was about embracing his stature and starting in the league.
Here is Miles. Allen outside. 17-foot shot on the way. Hill out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. There's 40. Lamar. Now, here is Nelson. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift.
So do you come back every summer to work at your high school?
Every summer.
Yeah. Why here?
So just giving the kids, opportunity to always see me come back and, have them have something more to play for, knowing that I made it out and I still come back.
Do you still talk to your coach from high school?
Every day.
Really?
Yeah, every day.
That's sick. So tell me about your craziest memory from high school basketball in this gym.
One game, it was raining. There was a leak in the ceiling. They didn't want to postpone the game, so we put a trash can on top of the key. Oh. So we played.
Robinson is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Brooke Lopez. And it's Young in at the 4 spot. And Holiday kicks to Ashit. Stolen by Robinson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Young. Another shot, and it's Lopez laying it in.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Holiday with it, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had 1.